So we're still working on the frames for our honeybee hives. We've actually assembled the frame structure, and the next step is to wrap the wire through. And the wire is going to be to help to secure the honeycomb inside the frame, which becomes important later on if we actually end up having an extractor to harvest our honey. And also it helps the bees to have a place to build their honeycomb. After we do this part, we're going to actually add some wax foundation to the frames, and that will give the bees a little head start on building their comb. So we made this jig. We got the plans on horizontalhive.com, which is where we've gotten the plans for all of our stuff. And so you put the frame in the jig, and then you just weave the wire back and forth through the holes that are drilled around the spools. The spools are going to help me tighten the wire up, because you want the wire pretty tight. It's going to make it stronger. So you kind of go up and down, up and down. This has been a bit of a labor-intensive process. It takes me a little bit of time. I'm kind of slow. And it's starting to make my hands sore. My fingers are starting to hurt a bit. But I found that I could not do this wearing gloves. I just don't have the manual dexterity in my fingers to do that. So once you get the wire up and down, you get over here to the end. We've got two little nails drilled hammered into the side of the frame, and we actually wrap the wire around the nails 4 times. And then when we hammer this nail in, that is going to secure the wire on one end. And then we start the tightening process. So this is a two-handed job. Use my left hand to tighten the wire back up. Oh, my clamp came loose. It usually does that when I hammer. So we start by tightening the wire closest to me. And then we release it off the spool. Gets really tight sometimes. And then we move up to the next one. And tighten that one up, and then we release the wire from the spool. And we roll it back up on the spool of wire. And we keep moving up till we get to the top one. Okay, and this one we wrap around the nail that's nailed on the other side of the frame. Wrap it around 4 times. Then hammer the nail in to secure the wire. The last step in this process is to wiggle the wire back and forth, and that actually breaks the wire off at the nail head. There we go. And this one's done.